being the token. Okay, because there's been a surge about the Nolan Wells situation, the Blasian. I said Blasian. Brother that was sadly killed, and I do believe he was killed by the racist white dudes he was hanging with. And I'm not here to sit here and say don't hang with somebody because they're white, because I'm not here to say because people say the same thing about African people. You have white people and even Hispanic individuals that go around saying you hang with a bunch of African people, so-called Black Americans, because we're not pure Black Americans. They're going to sit here and use these stories because there are stories of African people be beaten and killing some individuals, killing a white person or whatever, and Hispanic people, like skin Hispanic people are not fully Spaniard, they're Spanish and African, okay, including Mexicans. But I'm not here to say that because it's a lack of knowledge and not lack of people being ignorant to let their guard down when they feel safe. When you've been abused and abused at home and bullied in school, you don't feel safe no matter where you go. Okay, your own family disrespected you, and folks at school, people at jobs. I prefer to work for myself. I'm lazy. I don't know about yelling and screaming at me. I'm in Texas, where it's a public state, and yes, I am looking for work because I have to due to the country I'm in. But however, I do want to have my own business. Be the own boss. So, and this is one of my side hustles, my YouTube channel. That's why I was in trying to find out in different spheres, especially golden sphere. I know the stock of birthday is today, okay. But he lied and told everybody I was trying to be part of the golden sphere. It's not true. I'm trying to investigate who was behind take my channel down. It was only two or three racist Latino dudes who was behind this racist mixed race content creator who's no longer on YouTube no more, thank the Lord, named Blue Schlatter, okay. So if you wouldn't follow me, you know exactly what I'm talking about because this is my channel I built since 2010. This is my baby. I'm not in those spaces anymore because I finally got my channel back. Okay, soon as the Wicked Witch died, and I'm not trying to wish death on people, but talking about Susan Witchhouse, the CEO. Okay, so that's talking about me being a token, being there, done that, not being aware of racism, and what made me aware of racism of that being a token. When I went to a white school and then I became Hispanic. And I didn't like hearing from elders who had no resolution to problems. They believed and stuck in the problem and also perpetrated behaviors of the slave master that they don't want to meet in their family tree, okay? A lot of us got white ancestors in our ancestry. So, but it would use the pure black identity, no matter what their skin tone heritage is, all don't look alike. A white passing dark chocolate, kinky, wavy, straight hair, we all come different skin tones, or, hair texture, eye colors. They'll try to downplay and gaslight their behavior, acting like massa with a tan, shall I say. So being around white people, that's how I notice how you can tell who's racist and who's not. If you admit and you don't look, even though there's people who lie to me, because I'm not dark skinned like Wesley Snipes, but I'm not high or bright skinned like Drake and Mariah Carey, okay? So I'm medium tone camera skinned. So since I'm not too dark, I'm not dark skinned, I'm not too light either. You kind of are the safe brown, camera skin, lighter brown, mid tone, brother. Because you're not too dark, you're not too light. And I was shocked to find out some white people don't like high up bright skin people. We used to think here in the South, if you was close to complexion like Mariah Carey, you was it. Now, so Mariah Carey, she was the only part black, Hispanic, and Irish, because she's part Venezuelan girl when she went to this white girl house in the Hamiltons, and they locked her up and called her the N-word, using her book, right? Okay. We didn't think that because every time we see someone extra light with different hair texture, you automatically think, oh, the white folks gonna like you. And if you're not that dark, they'll set me a little bit because I'm not your color dark chocolate. But we seen the video recently. I saw a video of a token brother darker than me. Wearing Confederate cows for the Cowboys, talking about white girl power and all that. Bro, okay, and any sister begging for that, being Pete Misha to that trash bag, Dusty, stop smoking crack and meth and Kush and fentanyl. Kush is K2 down here in Houston, okay? Stop smoking that, please. You don't want that in, okay? You know what I'm saying? Don't want, no, if I was a female, I don't want that in either. Don't care, okay? Let the white girls have him, okay? Y'all need to stop, So, cause I'm not a collective person, I'm an individualistic person. You're only one person you have to worry about yourself when you die, when you live and die, okay? Everybody will take care of you. So when I was a token, how I found out when I started talking about racial awareness, when I liked a girl of a certain racial group, when I was in school, when I didn't buy into stereotypes, did not talk ghetto as a child because I was not raised to talk ghetto or ebonics. When they would tell me, you don't talk black, um, you act white. I got it from white and Hispanic folks until an argument came out, and that's when the N word dropped. Then they let you know who they are until they start cases. And really, I grew up in the 90s. We're in the 80s too. I'm going to be 47 soon. The OJ trial did expose that. Okay, back in the 90s. But that's how I found out before the OJ trial. When I started mentioning my white heritage or Native American, that's when the evil side came out. And I'm gonna give you a story in my adulthood because it'll be a whole long, we be long winded talking about my childhood. So in my adulthood, almost 10 years ago, I was at a security officer. I was at U of H. I'm going to say where it is, U of H College. By Third Ward. I used to live in CUNY all the time and working security and event. It was after Hurricane Harvey. I'm in the club area. This big old white chick could be a distant cousin of mine. We started talking about wrestling, and I've been doing my family research, especially on my mama's side, and I found shocking that there was the white heritage on my mama's side, white ancestry. Did not know that her fourth grandmother was a white woman. I knew that her son, my third grandfather, was white passing, but I thought it was the story of a slave master's child. No, 1876 slavery already ended, and finally on his father passed for white, who's mulatto, looked white, and then married my fourth grandmother. And something could have happened to him like Nolan Wells too, because I cannot find Jack Collins' records. It's my fourth grandfather. I cannot find his records. Alice she got divorced. Ella Bug Collins got divorced, and they listed my third grandfather as white. But when he married my black Spanish Creole third grandmother, and remember he was 21 years old, going on 22, and she was 14 in October of 1898. They got married. Okay. They listed both of them as black, but the children as mulatto. I did not understand it. Grandpa Giddy, my great grandpa Red, my grandmother, my mom's side's daddy, his daddy was listed as mulatto in 1920. You know what I'm saying? After he had because he had an affair. Okay, he had an affair out of wedlock with my second great grandmother, who was told black and mixed and American. Okay, that's how Grandpa Red was born because Grandpa Gid was already married. Okay, in 1919. Sadly, Grandpa Red passed away in January, 9th of 2021. Did I know that when they had that mess? It was the white race people chipping out down there in White House over Trump. And I was on the street just laughing because it was like the world star hip hop to me. I didn't care because it was laughing. I was. Let me explain this. You let pure white people have privilege to get away with crime. This is what you call it. Right? You know what I'm saying? If the law was equal to every racial group, we wouldn't be laughing. But you let people of a certain demographic act a fool, chimp out, and get away with stuff, then what do you expect? Okay? So, that's why I was laughing. My phone had died out and got stolen this other time. And the Mexican American dude had gave me a phone that was broken. I used Wi-Fi, also burner phone. And my friends who was trying to help me get the house and stuff was telling me if I got my house in February that they was acting up when she showed me the pictures. And in video, I was laughing. I said, that's funny. I'm laughing. I said, it's like world star hip hop, okay? So, did I know Grandpa Red died that day? Okay. I thought he was still living until I saw ancestry workers he died. Because I didn't go visit my mom's side because of a lot of toxic people, including her, and she died at 22. So when I started telling me this white woman, and I wasn't trying to be a token, okay? I got another job, security, and wasn't trying to be a token, but I guess you would call me a token because I don't buy into stereotypes. I don't call myself a nigga and all that other crap. So my record clean and all that. So I'm talking to this white woman, not in no relationship, trying to she's not my type. I'm at work, okay, and I like to talk to just find women out there, but I can find women outside of work, okay, because I ain't trying to have about my business of guys what they race. It could be messy, dumbass people in your business trying to get in and just cause our trauma. I used to believe you can find a woman at work, but when she get older, no. So this big old white woman at work in U of H, I'm going to say who she is in the club, department of the events in the stadium, and if she's still there, that's her big old ass. So, big fat ass bitch. We're talking about wrestling in the Mid South wrestling Powerball. She be out from Houston before WWE, WWF here in Houston. And how they used to wrestle in Virginia. She mentioned Virginia, Georgia. I forgot South Carolina. So I'm on program on the side to it. Did I know that? But it is. Later on, I found out, but it was mainly Georgia, Texas, Alabama, and Virginia. And I said, "Excuse me, why did you just mention those states?" And I said, "Let me tell you something. You're gonna be shocked because I don't look like my poor grandmother, but she was white. And when I was tracing her roots, that's how my family, the Bug and Bacon family." So the white woman, all this nice talk, started looking at me with disgust. And in my head, I couldn't act unprofessional. They want to lose a paycheck. I'm like, bitch, fuck you. I don't want to be your cousin, even though I am maybe related to your bitch ass. You don't accept me, I don't accept you. And I learned that because being abused, mistreated, you don't want someone to lie in your face that they gonna accept you and they treat you like shit. And I mean to cuss on a Sunday, but that's what I'm telling you, like it's my cuss, it's out of me being metaphoric and me being described because I don't like to use clean words when I'm talking about something negative, okay? And then when you've been mistreated and abused and Stockholm syndrome and stuff with your own family, you start to recognize I don't want the cycle going on. So I'm rejected. I'm rejected. You know what I'm saying? Social reject is cool because less toxicity. So I'm like, bitch, in my head thinking I'm not kissing your ass. And so when she looked at me like the scholar, she didn't want to talk to me. Of course, she went to the other Africans and people who identify as black on my master's orders, one drop rule. She had no problem. But by me mentioning that I have white heritage down my family tree and men that identify as mixed, and men that my white side, my family tree, on my mom's side, my fourth grandmother, who was a white woman, Edinburgh Collins Fitzgibbons was my step fourth grandfather because she remarried. Um, Her family, which is my family too, on my mama's ancestry, is connected in Virginia, Georgia, because she was English and Irish descent. English, I descent to Georgia, Virginia, Alabama, and Texas. And I also forgot South Carolina as well. That pissed her off. She like, how dare you? So I'm like, I'm okay with that, bitch. You don't have to accept me. I identify as mixed regardless whether you like me or not. God, I'm cursing, but God don't make mistakes. Maybe men make mistakes, and you know what I'm saying, but God don't. And I'm not ashamed of meaning that I'm mixed. There's plenty of African people who clown me for that, but do I give? I'm a Leo. I'm not the average person. I'm not the person who want to be the cookie cutter. I'm not the person who want to be expectational. I'm the unexpected person that love being unexpected. So when you sit here and look at me with disgust, I'm like my head. I was cussing in my head. Trust me, I wanted to get ratchet, but I want to lose a job and ask to leave. Okay, like bitch, I don't want to be your cousin. I'm very proud of my mixed heritage. You showed it, and I'm glad I admit that I'm mixed with white, even though I don't look white, because you now knowing that, because you know the truth that African Americans are not pure black. You don't want us to be equal to you, even though we share white heritage with you. So, bitch, I don't want to fucking you want you to set me, period. Okay? Because let me say this: if I didn't say those, if I didn't mention my heritage to her, let's say she invited me with her family. It could be my distant kin folks. And something could happen to me what happened to Nolan Wells. Okay? See, one thing when you tell the truth about yourself, not go on people's expectation and lies, shall I say, you see a whole lot of truth. And I was telling people at my job that I did work at, and I'm going to mention any frames of service and security. I can tell who's racist without me talking to them. And I said, no, I'm not psychic. That's demonic. I'm not, but by me meaning that I'm mixed and putting it on paper and see how I get treated. And trust me, yes, I will admit, Black identified individuals, whether they are my shade, lighter than me, darker than me, identify solely as black, get treated better by us mixed identified people, by white supremacists. Okay, if you're at a job and a white person is racist, whether they're open or they're going to treat you more respect because you're following the white racist man master's orders. I'm rebellious against the orders. I care about freedom. I don't want no man of any race or woman to turn me. I do what the hell I want to do. If you God Almighty, then you God Almighty Jesus Christ, you can stop there, but you're not. You're human. So lay your human ass down. And because I'm trying blasphemous is what it is. And I care about doing things my way. Y'all care about pleasing others. I don't. So, of course, white supremacists, where they're covering up their racism or they're openly, will treat you better than treat me because they hate the fact that I'm admitting history, true history, that many of us are mixed and we're not fully black. Because the whole purpose of saying we're pure black, you got to talk about the rape. Excuse me, on my mama's, on my dad's side, excuse me, there is rape. Okay, my fifth grandfather, excuse me, one of my fifth grandpas on my big mama side, John Corns, was a rapist from New Jersey who was French, Scottish, and English, who raped my fifth grandmother, who was fully black, was owned by a French family in New Orleans. And he moved her from New Orleans to East Texas, Cold Spring, Texas. And she almost killed Phyllis, my fourth grandmother, before, and that's the one who married my Cherokee fourth grandfather, who, and his father was my Cherokee, who fifth grandfather died, Cherokee, okay, coming from Georgia. And this is the thing that y'all keep saying, the rape, I mentioned rape, blood. Excuse me, you're meaning history. You're admitting when you mention this because it makes their history looks terrible. Okay? The history books always try to revere these white supremacists as good heroes, but they're not. We are descendants of their rape, and you know what I'm saying. So if I saw John P. Corns statues and names, I'm gonna get. I'm saying, excuse me, I'm his fifth grandson, and I don't approve this. Okay, I'm his fifth grandson, and I don't approve this. Okay, you honor somebody. If you're gonna take Bill Cosby stuff down, you should take that man. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So, but you're admitting what they did and why they did the rape. Great, but I hate this little stupid censorship shit on YouTube because I'm 46, me 47 years old. I guess you know what I'm saying. I'm old school. I'm not with the censorship shit. Okay, I'm not. Go ahead, demonetize my video. I don't give a damn. Anyway, as I'm saying, the truth of the matter is, you're covering up their crimes. You're covering up their sins. They don't want to admit that we are part European, and they don't want us to see the same bracket as them. They see us less human. And so when it was violating the sisters, our four grandmothers and four grandmas and who are either pure black or mixed, they was trying to populate the slave population by listing everybody with black heritage as black. You can look like Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter. She's not natural blonde, but let's say she was. You had that black, you on a plantation. Pick that cotton, Josephine. Pick clean the house, Josephine. They had light skinned folks picking cotton too. Okay, I'm getting tired of it because not every slave master followed that mess. Okay, so point is, that's right. Okay, field nigga, a house nigga. Okay, no matter what, you was just a nigga. No matter what your skin tone, hair texture, when you look like a white person, the rest of it you can pass as a Mexican. Mexican have black blood too. Besides, you was that black. Okay, you gonna be on that plantation. Okay. That's why I'm against the one drop rule. They violate our ancestors, and then when they gave us the white heritage through race mixing, we could not have freedom because of our black heritage. It's not that black heritage is bad. Y'all have it screwed. You listen to these black nationalists who pay by Klansmen to tell you that mess. And they call me and say, I'm like, y'all said I can't pay by a Klan to promote that mess. So I ain't no sell out on mine, baby. It's what it is. So by admitting you are mixed with European and going into detail of it, trust me, these white people who supposedly love us, individuals, not all, are going to hate you because they don't want to see, and if you don't have a violation in your doggone background, they don't want you to same pot with them. See, they just being this because traditionally they don't want to be seen as racist, but deep in their heart, they really do not love. Okay, and I ain't saying all white people. I'm talking about the ones That's how I know. And like I told when I was at my security job, oh dang, almost 10 years, um, 11 years when I was there, I can read, I go, like they told us they be looking at our social media. I was in there, so they had the best Ross flag. They bashed Obama, Obama ain't no good, we found it out, but they bashed him for racist purposes, not because what he have done per se. You know what I'm saying? They do all types of stuff watching this. Say y'all really racist and they talking points. Because one thing I study white supremacist talking points. One thing my family used to get upset with me watching the Jerry Springer show with all the Klansmen on it, and I'm like, the reason why instead of y'all talking about bashing white whatever, once you get to know what they're talking about, why they wear white shoelaces in their boots because they says it shows white pride, black roots. You know what I'm saying? Certain clothes, certain talking points, behavior, then you can recognize that person is racist. Okay? And I have people in my family who don't like that because they not freedom fighters. They just go along with the system. I bet if I was on plantation, their ass would be defending myself if I try to leave, okay? And try to beat me for man. They twisted in the head, and that's why I don't hang with them because they on plantation. I'm not. I'm the freedman. They the runway. I'm the runway slave and freedman. They the house slave and field slaves. Okay, whatever position you want to be in. Okay, I don't care about freedom. I don't give a damn about your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Getting your heart attack in your coma because I never asked to be the one's expectation. You don't want to. So that's the reason why. If you admit that you're mixed and you have a multiracial background, especially white, and they don't like to see that, and they have an issue, they start turning their heads, that's how I know. Because if they were not racist, they're like, oh, okay, well, dang, you got French and Scotch. And yes, that has happened to me. Had a white person smile and nicely say, okay, we 19, but you know what I'm saying? Because they don't see color. They see a relation. For example, when Muhammad Ali went to Ireland, because one of his great grandpas was an Irishman, was not a slave master. His great grandmother was a free woman of color, and she married a white man, Irishman. And I think it was titled Irishman, I consider white. Okay. And he went there to Ireland, in Ennis, Ireland, right? And all these white people was honoring Muhammad Ali because they're not in America. And I know it's that white Europeans, not all, but meet white Europeans and tell them our multiracial background. Majority of times they understand it and they respect me as a multiracial person. White Americans, not all, make me feel like Tina Turner want to leave this country, okay? Because she just leave the country because accuracy and people. She there because it's white race people too, okay? They'll make sure that her music get played, okay? And she be a real white man from Germany, okay? All right, and I know American white man could be meek with some other things that deny, okay? And messed up in the head, okay? Maybe sound anti-American, but hey, when you go against our freedom in America, don't expect, you expect whatever you expect out of my mouth, right? Well, I mean, Europeans who white. And I said, oh, you from England? Well, down my family, I got this and that. Oh, okay. And they respect, I have been, respected by white people from England and France and other European. But white Americans, not all, many of them, not all, in my office, I don't know everybody, I'm not God. At my encounter, it has been a problem. And that's why at one period of time, I was going to admit I didn't want to marry a white person because if I see interracial relationships with a white woman, only thing she there for the brother is for some pain. And I'm saying not all white women like this, but I've seen that the type and the stereotypes and anything that's demonized, and she want that type of brother for that. If you're not the brother that's not the stereotype, she don't want you. And I said, oh, y'all know what type of white women talking about, not all white women. I met white women disrespect me for not being, I'm used to N-word, they nigga. Okay? And as soon as I mentioned that I'm mixed with this in my blood as white European, it's a problem. But you about to make kids just like me. I said what I said. Your husband, boyfriend ain't no pure black. He's mixed just like your kids. Because whatever your parents, your grandparents, you're talking about your parents are fully black. No, they're not. Our parents are mixed. If it wasn't for race mixing, our parents wouldn't, just because they list them as black for one dry rule, racism does not make them pure black. Okay? You still related to other races in your family tree. If I go find a white woman and she may relate to my four grandmother's white, on my mom's side, on my first fifth grandfather that's white on my dad's side, and we start having sex, that's incest. Okay, so that is so. You cannot sit here and say, well, they don't see, well, you might well have some crazy ass kids because they gonna be related. Y'all be double or 19 cousins, okay? Because y'all stupid. I'm very raw because have y'all always trying to force your stupid narrative on people who don't believe it, and I'm being spitfire in your face when you do it, okay? Now I'm speaking to I'm spitfire me, I ain't gonna sit here and go on with you and twist my arm, okay? My point is that when I meet some certain white women, they not all white women, but some of them, if they were in interracial relationships with brothers, they pick the stereotype, the thug. They go for the darkest one, and I'm not dark skinned, okay? They want the stereotype, and then I want to tell the brother like I'm not against the relationship because love is love, but I can tell she don't love you for who you are. She worry about what's between your legs. She like the fact that it gonna make her family mad. She ain't love you because she love you. She want to use you as a fetish. She want to control. Then when you get into an argument, one thing that come out her mouth and it start being coming out is the N word, the ER with the A. Do you get my point? And I don't want to date the type white woman. Hell to no. Okay. Then she want to plot the cotton and act like Eva Till, the lady Eva Till talking about Carolyn, what's her name? Carolyn Bryan bitch ass. Okay. But you just had sex with her. You want this white one so bad. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want her for who it is. Mind, it's okay to love a certain group of people, but love them for who they are as an individual. Don't love them because they have this look and stuff. Because one thing when they start doing evil stuff to you, you overlook that and worry about they look. Nah, baby. But actually be loud words. I don't give a fuck about no damn look. Okay? A certain look, a certain color. Okay, I get it. That's your preference, but respect yourself too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I started digging hole in my white heritage 10 years ago, the spiritual essence taught me the culture that I did not know about and taught me how to look at certain white individuals and examine before I even think about being their friend. Okay? And I see that I do that on an individual basis. And after some people who identify as black, who go along with the one drop rule, who want to criticize me for not being a robot, they blind to it. That's many times at the workplace I was working security, I can tell that white person's racist. Whether they're a distant cousin of mine or not. I ain't trying to be friends with that person. And I'm glad that when I did my family tree, it taught me stuff that I wasn't taught in school. It contradicted everything that my own ignorant ass family taught me. Okay? So that's what I want you to know, because the truth hurts. And let it hurt their heart to the pieces. The point I'm trying to say is that when you're blind to truth, you're going to always be misled. We always get misled because we're human, but when you choose to be blind to the truth and just go along with people's narrative that's not right, you're going to be blind to it. And that's what I'm blind to white supremacists. Okay? That's why I was studying about racism in my team, because because in survival mode you have to integrate in society to get what you need. You can't have everything so unless you live in a wealthy, accurate community. Okay, they got all the goods, like the wealthy accuracy in black neighborhoods we see on Black Enterprise magazine. Then you can say, I don't need to go hang with, because you got $1 million for your check, whatever. And even y'all integrate. Wealthy people integrate because they got to make money. You know what I'm saying? But if you economically poor, you're not going to sit here and be socially segregated, because, I'm sorry, that's called like is in the poor accuracy and Hispanic community, we don't have money. And yes, people say we do have money, but we use that money for to go spend on resources we don't need. Many of our old people, when I was homeless, I see some African people do give money, give food, but there's a lot of white Christian people who help the African community in Spanish people who are homeless. You meet African people at the beach, and I'm gonna say their name, Ron, brown skin, he about my color. He the mean ass nigga. I said, I'm gonna say the N word. He ain't no you are. And you let cops The Mexican cop act like George Zimmer, and that old Caribbean cop, the fake ass brother from HB, talk to us for official oppression crazy. The dark skinned security officer I told DPS on his ass, he mixed with Hispanic. He just came out dark chocolate. He from New York, Puerto Rican, and African, I believe, maybe Caribbean or non-Hispanic. Well, they had non-Hispanic, but he is Hispanic origin. He meant that he's part Hispanic. He went lying. That dude talks people crazy. I normally don't see no white. It's a one-time old stud white woman. But baby, I checked that bitch. Cause I was gonna tell whoever who's in charge, you damn right go above Mr. Ron Head and get that little bald headed she was stud. She was white stud, that bald headed bitch. I about to get her ass in trouble. Don't you talk to me crazy. I don't play that bullshit. I don't give a damn. If I like my own mama and she dead and no tears for mine, what makes you think? I don't have slave mentality. So, but when I go to other places, you see white people. Don't get me wrong, there's some racist white people and nasty attitude, but I see a lot of white people that's out willing to help people who homeless, mostly Africans and view Hispanic. And then white people homeless too. But Africans and people in certain places, I see them acting a fool. And then some Hispanics who work in the place, I see them acting a fool too. Okay? Have no sense of kindness. And I say, you make the white masters and the slave owners and the Trump racist people, white people in the Klan, now I see look good when y'all act the way I say the hell I say. I don't care how your stupid parents raise your bitch ass. Don't try to be a part of them when we trying to serve homeless people. I get it. Some people who do evil things, but not all who do are not like that. Y'all don't like me because I'm smart. I'm not one. First, I'm not homeless anymore, but I'm not trying to be homeless never ever in my life again. Ain't trying to be. And yes, you're talking to a smart brother. You're not talking to an ignorant nigga on Kush. Okay, that's why you don't like me, because you can twist an ignorant nigga's behavior and mistreat him, and he might act and do it, but you can do a smart brother dirty. Because I know how to get you behind in trouble. I don't have to do anything physical to you. I just do something divine and expose the tea. Your ass be exposed. Because I don't play that bullshit. I'm about to take advantage. I don't care what the badge or title is. And if I don't like my own daddy talk, what makes you think that I'm going to let you get slide? I want people to hear that. I don't know what these dumb people thinking. They dumb ass. As I was saying. But that's the reason why that I can tell. Okay? I don't, and when I was a certain business, I'm exposed to a business. Gonna be exposed. I'm not gonna tell what it is, but I got the white dude who uneducated, dumbass, trash motherfucker, chimping out at me. I got his ass in trouble, but the white manager gonna try to kick me out. But bitch, I got a whole lot of stuff exposed on his ass. Okay. And trust me, I hope we're not related because his ass from South Carolina, but he married to a Hispanic woman. Let me tell you something. I got a lot of things to expose your ass, okay? And especially the business you work is closing stores because they're not making enough money, and your store is about two with one, and they complain about the pharmacy. Don't let me run that damn mouth. I've already did FBI report on the white dude, long hair, long frizzy nappy head hair. I said when I said white dude frizzy, that I said kinky hair, but it need to put some gel in that long hair. Now my hair not been that long, but then if I had long hair like that, at least put some product in that damn dude look like some damn Woodstock hippie ratchet looking ass motherfucker working at his business. Got his ass out of Kingwood, back to Kingwood where he from. And he don't have no education. Man, he been in and out of jail. He white. I mean, he's had some name American in him too. He not a full blown white, but whatever the case might be, both parents were white racist people. Okay. And I'm older than his mama. He just turned 30 this year. His mammy was in high school while her baby dad was grown. That's some trash shit, huh? That's some R. Kelly, baby, some pure white R. Kelly stuff, okay? So you're gonna talk about I'm not have low IQ, whatever you was telling me back at Jennifer Lopez at the day after her birthday. Why is it gotta be Jennifer Lopez's birthday? Because I got evicted on her birthday for 2019. This happened 2024. Well, 25th was the next day. Yeah, thank you. So she had turned what? I had turned 45. She turned 55. Okay. So anyway, back to okay. So I'm gonna get baby. I got a business exposed on that idiot, and that idiot gonna lose his doggone job. The bald headed ass motherfucker. He bald headed, and talking about the manager. And let me tell you something. I don't want to help your bitch ass do hurricane with Braille. So your ass could be exposed. Because I know a lot of things about that business. You did this out of revenge because I got your friend, your uneducated white racist friend in trouble. I don't care if he like pussy that's Mexican. He's got that Mexican, Hispanic, and African blue. He's trying to act like you. Because you got a Hispanic woman, okay? And I heard that she runs your damn life, not you. That's why you come mad to work and trying to get everybody else and mad at the world. Because your Latino wife wear the pants and your ass don't. Don't let me start talking about this white supremacist motherfucker and you try to get the police on me. Bitch, I already told the police, the feds on your dumb ass. So you trying to make a false report, your bitch ass will lose. Now I'm cursing, but you better listen to that Bible verse of Proverbs 9:7-9. You'll crack a man, he correction or insult, and I'm that person. Only God correct me. You're not him. Okay? Your white skin don't stop that, okay? All right. So I'm exposing that business in a song, and I'm not gonna tell it, but it's gonna be unexpectational. Okay? Yes, I'm going to expose the business, and trust me, y'all, it's not gonna be as pretty. See, he forgot to say it on my report that on one of my reviews. If he didn't know I'm a podcaster and a YouTuber. You just thought I was a homeless nigga on the street. Well, this African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, Native American, camel skin brother ain't no homeless nigga on the street. And I didn't tell you I was witchcraft, dumbass. And I told you about Judge Garcia. I told you about my stalker. I told you about the R. Kelly shit. I don't lie about that. Yeah, when you expose sex trafficking in the industry, they start trying to come get goons and gang stop you and get you homeless. So they can make you vulnerable to try to kidnap. I know exactly what they're doing. So let me tell you something. That white dude in that nice neighborhood would not be working at their store anymore. And your store is failing. People complaining about your pharmacy. You're the manager. People say they don't even want to come to the store anymore. So it's not me in my presence. It was already like that when I got my apartment the second time. Okay? Because I got your white little friend who ought to be your son, because you're born 5 years older than me, bald head, ugly ass, still ugly, at 50, early 50 years old. We both Leos, I ain't scared you, okay? I'm a Leo too, Mars. And yeah, thank you. You same age as my sister, okay? Your ass gonna lose your fucking job, okay? Trust me. I got a lot of tea on your bitch ass. I know about you, and you're not gonna throw me under a fucking jail because my record clean. Okay, and I ain't trying to commit a crime. And calling a penal code of 0.02, I had no intention to commit a crime. You got mad at me because I got your friend in trouble. The one who's trying to racial profile me in the store. Okay? And he has no education. He was a druggie. Okay? A dusty ass druggie. And he didn't go back to school. And he don't think he needs school. He about to be 30 years old. It probably is 30 and don't have a fucking diploma. I got 2 more years to get my bachelor's. When I did have my free apartment, you dumbass, guess what? I was going to school online, idiot. Okay? And I've been going to your store since 2017 when I won my lawsuit against one of my employers before I started working at a job. So don't go there with me with that bullshit because I'm not one of the people who don't want to be there. Okay? I don't want to help your ass do Hurricane Beryl when it happened in 2024. So your ass will be exposed. And trust me, I don't lie about my exposures of people, okay? All right? And I'm not mentioning names, but I do subliminally expose people. And then I expose where the location of that business. Don't get it twisted. You will lose that job. Okay? I can care less about this manager. He can lose a job too. Let me give you a hint. Starbucks, Deborah, remember the store got closed, right? Y'all better leave me alone with Proverbs 9:7-9, okay? You better do what the Bible says about me. Proverbs 9:7-9. Don't you check me. This is the thing. You know that Deborah, I'm going to say her name, the Mexican racist Latina, okay, and her white friend who from Ohio, okay, and I know it's that Deborah stay in Ohio. I know all about her business, okay, because you try to mess with my freedom, bitch. I'm going to fuck your business up. I ain't going to fuck you up physically. I'm going to fuck your livelihood up, meaning I'm going to get you out your damn job, okay? So I'm trying to, oh, you going to threaten. No, ain't no threat. When I say it metaphorically, fucking someone, that mean your livelihood, not your physical health, because I ain't breaking no laws, but I will expose your unethical practices that make you lose your fucking job, okay? This is what these two bitches were doing, y'all, at Starbucks. And part of the reason why God didn't want me hang around because they were doing a satanic ritual, in my opinion. They was letting people with COVID-19 work there during the pandemic. Yes, they were telling people who have COVID-19 patients in the house to lie. Now, to the Latino woman that worked there, I didn't mention your name, that looked like Meghan Markle. I did mention you in the OSHA report, but I told OSHA do not penalize you because it wasn't your fault. My main target was Danielle and Deborah. And when I got my apartment in 2021, and I went on Easter Sunday, I told the OSHA was going on. They lay on that month. Her bitch ass got fired. Now, someone told me Deborah got fired, but I found later on Deborah did not get fired. That's why that old fake ass brother, the white man's nigga, talking about Mr. Smith, talking about Bert Smith, Wilbert, real name, okay? His ass took the position for Danielle. Okay, so y'all better stop. Even though now they try to ban me, and then they try to put this little rule that I can't have my bags in the store. When I actually had no problem in having bags until I went to a corporation, went to CEO, and that's when they asked for getting in trouble. And we found out later on that they were letting people COVID-19. So not only you ordering coffee in food, you got a person with COVID-19 serving to you. That's death. That's death. And I do believe it was satanic warfare because that's how I met a Luciferian at the area. Before me and Deborah got into another dude, believe Luciferian dude, those Cherokee and white, the legendary area, I mentioned his name. He was putting spells on me and the other homeless guy because there was no problems. But they have to go to the demonic entity to get you kicked out. And I know they do because they know it's not God to do that. We not doing it well. The other dude, that was crazy. And we use the N word. If I thought he was Mexican, but he a light skinned, fake ass brother, that was nigga. Okay, when I say fake ass, I ain't talking about his skin, I'm talking about his behavior. Okay, cool. Was acting a fool there and thought he know everything, acting like he the bar and gumbo. Okay, his dumb ass was acting a fool. But me, I was trying to act a fool. I wrote a letter to Deborah and I, told her how she would be racist. Professional level was not anything to be disrespectful. And being cordial got me trying to get kicked out on Leah's 19th anniversary, the day after 25th, but they let me come back until I come here back. So my stuff got stolen, okay? So that's why I couldn't, my stuff got stolen by that white girl who's hanging with me, white woman, try to say. Then that's when they try to ban me, and then I said, I'm not coming back to Storyboard. If you're trying to ban me, I did ask the corporation. I said, I'm not going to take a chance because I don't want to be told. They didn't tell me anything, trying to set me up. And you say, when you don't respond back to you, trying to set you up. So, and it's funny, the same next year, after I got my apartment stuff, your place is closed. It took a couple months for your place to get closed. Yeah, September 27, 2025. Now it's the Mint Coffee is now, and shout out to Mint Coffee. Um, hey, I have that opportunity besides God. Now you have your own spot. Well, Starbucks used to be at, and Deborah had to be located. She looked at red. She's not that pale, but she's out of skin. I've seen the pictures online. She looked at red at the little party they had for her little potluck party at her house. Bitch, please. Yeah, I know about you. When you fuck up my freedom, I find ways to fuck your life up. And I don't mean nothing physical, ain't doing no murder, none of that. Nah, I mean your doggone livelihood. You come after me, trying to just lie to law enforcement, trying to act like Karen. And even though my heart goes out to Lorenzo Salgado Arujo, my Trump vote was not to him. It was to something like you, bitch. Okay? And I'm part Hispanic, too, Spanish Creole, bitch. Don't come in my country trying to fuck my freedom up. Okay? And yes, it's be Mexico, but it's not since your ancestors, Tejano soldiers, took the side of my white ancestors who were slave owners, who were slave on black and mixed race. That's why the Alamo they won. Okay? They drug Santa Ana, but it was the Mexicans from here was on the white racist people's side. So that's why you don't have Tejas no more. Okay? Thank you. Remind your bitch ass you're not white. Okay? You mix Hispanic and black. You mix. Okay, bitch? She got mad about that too because I mentioned that Mexicans have African blood, including her ass. And I said I'm part Hispanic, Spanish Creole. Okay? So, but let me tell you, you see how karma works? You try to kick me out. And all I was doing was checking my email, saying my prayers, novenas. I went trying to go take a shower at one of the churches. And your ass trying to lie to Mr. Fake ass brother, that white man's nigga about what? Okay, and fuck him too. And I'm glad a Mexican took your damn job, fake ass brother. Okay, both of you two got screwed the next year. Y'all, I don't have to do no witchcraft, no voodoo, no hoodoo, no shukaloo, no nothing. That Bible's verse says, "You not crack a man that hate correct, you earn insult." And trust me, you're earning the insult. He lost his position, and I guess got demoted. And a Mexican Latino dude took his position. Okay, shout out to Latino dude. Okay, I hope you're not anti-black, but I'm glad that their old fake brother is no longer, because he didn't have my back. He let this old racist Latina lie in his face. Since I call him a fake ass brother. I'm both African American and Hispanic, part of my ancestry. This idiot here took sides with the Hispanic woman. She was spying her face, and she an undercover racist. Mind you, not many people look black in their business. Now there was two sisters that like white chicks, but they were Creole. They don't work anymore. They're my homegirls. They was giving the tea was going on. Okay, all right. But majority of her team did not have no string black admixture. Okay, look black. You know what I'm saying? So she had light skinned Latinos, Asian, and white people behind the counter. Okay? So you can't tell me, and I think one they had one, two sisters. That's it. But her brother, the manager, darker than me. Now, brother, you didn't question that why there's no Afro-descendant looking people on the job? And you already know that I said she was racist when I told Kevin Johnson, was a candidate, Kevin Johnson, the one, the CEO, about how I felt about her racist ass before they got a new CEO. It's sorry about it. So you should have a backstory behind that. You see me in other stores you manage. You had no problem, but that one made a big scene. You took her side. That's why I know you're no good. You should have fired that bitch. Because if I was a district manager, that Nuri Martinez, Ashley Gonzalez, Erica Amena type bitch would have been fired in a minute. I would got that say, well, ma'am, you know what? Hell, I ain't say no damn ma'am. I said, Deborah, your ass, I can't cuss that shit because I don't want you to get my ass in trouble. But let me tell you something. You no longer work here anymore. Why? Because we have heard about your racist behavior, and I don't want you working at Starbucks anymore. And since I'm your boss, you got to go. What? Get out. Okay, now I'm going to call off. You won't leave the store? Okay. HPD. We have a Latina woman. She Mexican American, short, chubby. She has shoulder length, longer black hair, wearing glasses, out of skin tone. I fired her. She refused to leave the property. I'm the district manager, and she over here trying to make false reports against customers. She also disrespect people here, and I fired her, and she refused to leave the property. Okay, yeah, if you don't do your job, I tell the mayor or I tell the FBI if I don't do your job. Okay, yes, I will make some other thing. They're on badge. Don't play with me. Your ass be leaving looking stupid. Okay, I wasn't Mrs. Smith, Mr. Burt Smith, because just if I was this man, your bitch. Trust me, if I had a degree, baby, I've had a degree, I'll be a dish man. Baby, I've been fire her. I fire her. Sure would. And I say, bitch, I'm the store manager. Can't kick me out. I'm the head charge now. I'm the head Afro speak in charge, bitch. And I said, I'm Paul Heston. Bitch, you gone fuera way. That's right. Get out. Fuera. Get the fuck out. Yeah, I cussed your ass because you try to lie to me to the police and stuff when I was on the street, but now I'm your boss now. And I said, you fucking leave. Now I got somebody to replace your bitch ass anyway. Shit. Don't come back. You are no longer allowed in Starbucks in any place I manage. You heard that, girlfriend? Okay. Chica, okay? Shit. You want to chimp out me? Bitch, you look I don't got a vagina and some tits, because we will fight right now on that Buffalo Speedway, okay? All right? Bitch, never. Baby, shoes. Take the earrings out. If I was a female, wig. And if I had long hair underneath the wig, was a protection purposes. I put it in a bun. put Vaseline, take the fake nails, put some Timberland boots. Okay, female baby, make sure the jury, the bout. Okay, okay, let's go outside and find a patio. Woo! She like I was not born a female. When I was a female, baby. Shit, I probably already been to jail about some street. Baby, I smashed all that coffee in her face if I was a female, baby. Worse and worse out here, probably. And what's the name? Bad Girls Badass with Natalie Nunn, okay? Shoot, without her doing her witchcraft, rituals on girls. Remember she said the baddie gods, okay? Okay, without her doing it, I don't even know pay no fake baddie god, okay? I just act a fool. Just go ahead. If I was that. That'd be funny if I was a female, and no, I'm not trying to sound gay or anything, and just me, just it's the truth. Cause I can't hit a woman, I'm a man, okay. But if I was a woman, these women just lucky I'm not a woman, cause I've been, baby, be worse than what's the name, Calissa Edward. Yeah, what's that her name? The boxer. I'll be worse than her, okay. You just lucky I am not a female, baby, and I'm not on Housewives. I'm not no knee leaks, okay. Baby, whoo, y'all lucky. I'm not on them, baby. Imagine me and Deborah if I was a female and Deborah on baddies, oh Zeus, whoo, and Bad Girls Club, baby. I used to watch it. Baby, I used to love me some Bad Girl, baby. I love. When I was at my grandma's house looking for a job to get the hell out of the house, baby. I love me some Bad Girl Club, baby. You couldn't tell me about a bad girl, baby. I love me some Bad Girls Club, baby. And Housewives of Atlanta and Basketball Wives, okay, baby. After I was looking for a job and stuck at home with this woman, okay. My grandmother and I'm a ruler want to come out and want to deal with her. I would say my prayers, stay in there, eat food, and still contact these dumbass people who wouldn't hire me for a fucking job back in the Obama days, okay? So then Monday night, baby, on Monday night, here come what? Because I went to mass the day before, right on Sunday. Baby, watch me some Bad Girls Club. Then watch Housewives Atlanta. Then I watch what was the other show that came on? I had a lot of shows I watched about reality shows. The Cut, you've been cut. When they cut off, yeah. About the spoiled women, the families cut them off. Yeah, I watched that show and a lot of reality shows. Then I watch EWTN, the Catholic channel. Trying to get back my Catholic faith. I watch Coming Home Network for those who converse to Catholicism like myself. I'll watch that, and then watch late at night reruns. Then I'll watch. But like I said, back in my 20s at the change subject, y'all, I wish I was very independent because I would be in the reality show. Okay, I would because back then it was a lot of money. Reality shows, you go casting calls, you couldn't get no movies. Reality show was it, but I didn't want my family and people who know me. If I was staying with them while I'm on a reality show, it's gonna be a problem. Cause I'm gonna show they pay you to act ratchet, but you don't have to pay me. I just be my normal self and act ratchet, right? And act ratchet and get that doggone check, okay? And the baby got me a house and got married, had kids and everything, okay? You know what I'm saying? And probably when I be, probably own a big company, whatever, because I always want to own my own company. But no, I would never, y'all. I would say I was scared to be on a reality show because I didn't want the backlash from the abusive family down and the toxic and fake Christian behind trying to check me and check themselves, leave me the hell alone. And reply was 979. As I was saying, that's what I'm saying that I wish I did took that offer when I was in Job Corps, but I didn't because I was staying in Job Corps and going to school and possibly in college. Did be a problem there too. Because you know what I'm saying, I don't want it's possible. Apostle, Texas is like a small town, unlike Houston. So, but if I was outside and living in my apartment, had everything under my name, and bought and knocked off contact with family, yes, I would be on a reality show. I would. That's a lot of money in that. Trust me, I hated 20 years ago. And trust me, if I was able, when I was on MySpace, baby, trust me. There was big offers to be on a reality show, but I was like, nah. I don't want to be on TV and your family that's toxic. You have to go back and see, bring up the shit they heard. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I'm very ardent. I do get disrespectful. Okay, what the hell going on down here? Hold on. It's on the screen. Hold on, y'all. The fuck? Somebody screaming, acting a damn fool. Lord have mercy. Whew, that's what I say to myself. Okay. And I'm the most activist in the neighborhood, trust me. And I don't feel safe here. Okay. Talk about the Nolan Wells situation. And I'm not laughing what happened. I'm just telling you, I don't feel there's people that look similar to me, look like me, don't look like lighter than me, darker than me, and different. Don't matter. We got them spirits of fake brothers and sisters here. And I discern that too. I discern the white ones. Okay, you gotta have a different discernment. But yeah, I changed such y'all. But I would love to be a reality baby. I would love that because it's a lot of money. And I will be real with you. Before we found this Zeus was satanic, I was trying to go to Zeus. I go ahead and admit, before we found out Zeus was satanic, I was gonna go to Zeus because they had the bad boys with oh Lord, and my stalker's birthday. What's that man? Rise B. But I didn't want to be on that. I want to be on the other reality shows, not them and the gay dudes. No offense, I'm not bashing gay people. I want to be in a reality show where not dating Erica Mena. Hell should know. Some ratchet shit. Yeah, something ratchet. Story politics. For the show. They gave Tokyo Tony. They gave her own show. They should gave me my own show. Okay. But you have to be comical and ratchet to get That's why I'm ratchet. Okay, nobody don't pay me, no Illuminati, no that. I get ratchet on this channel. It's me who don't show that side in public when I come to the back behind closed doors, that's when I air all this out. Okay, let's be honest, that's my secret. I know how to act in public. So, I'm on medication right now. I took my medication this morning. But the point I'm trying to say is that, yeah, I know how to get ugly and get ratchet. So, and people like to see people, if you're an actor, you know that. You have to have enthusiasm in your art to get people's attention. You cannot just be boring. If I just sit here and be boring and not show anything, people are not going to listen to what I got to say. But when you should be animated, and I learned it, I'm going to go ahead and say this, from Token Thomas and Dior. Okay, when I was doing videos, I would rarely curse. I didn't, But when I start to be more animated and I saw Tommy, I said I don't like his content. He's wrong, bashing all sisters. Don't get me wrong, we have favorite brothers and sisters. I'm all about calling, all about being individualistic with it, not collective with it, not being stereotypical, generalizing with it. However, I like the fact this man is animated. And that's how I learned how to get my channel up from him. Him cursing, acting a fool. I've been hiding that Zacharias for a long time because I try to please my family. Do I give a fuck about their abuse ass? No. They're not God. They ain't gonna judge me when I die. So shut up. You worry about your own soul. Don't worry about me. So point is, I said, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and be that person, that part of me that I never showed, that's oppressed for years, trying to do the right thing, try to do the right thing for God, yes, but try to do the right thing for other people, and you can't do both, okay? And just came out anime, and next thing people start watching my videos. Did not pay anybody because I had natural talent that I've been suppressing. And that's how I know how to get my views up because people do come on this channel to see what goes on and they want to see content that makes them entertaining, that gets their emotions high, get their emotions low. They want to see something that's going because if you're an actor like me, because I've been to acting classes, your main goal is to entertain the crowd. There are your bosses like Abraham Kania told Selena and her brother and her sister. And you have to entertain their audience. So your entertaining audience, they're going to like your content. They're going to love the fact your content makes them feel good, makes them cry, makes them angry. It's like a stage play. You cannot have a stage play without enthusiasm. So that's how I know. That's why I like get hated on YouTube a lot because I don't have to pay anybody or pay my views to go up. I have natural talent as a Leo because me and Leos are good performers. We have natural talent, and that's why I say I want my own business. Use my natural talent to make my own business. So I don't have to work for no dumbass person who distract me because I'm part of me. I'm near 50. I don't want to show that other side because my work is clean. Okay, so I go to CEO or HR level because trust me, the attorneys was not there, and there was no law. The only person I had to worry about is burning hell to take someone's life, okay? And God would be my judge, okay? And there was no law, okay? And I ain't trying to go to jail, right? So I had to look for other alternatives to get done, okay? So, right. Well, the idea, I don't want to face that shit, okay? I don't care about other people who face. I do not, as an individual, do not want to face that. Period. Call me entitled. I don't care. Like, I don't want to face the situation. Maybe someone else want to. Go to them. Leave me alone. So that's it. But that's going back to the situation. But we're going back to the white girl. The white girl, the white woman that was there, and I saw her big fat ass. Like I said, I do not care for her. She didn't want to accept me, and I'm not kissing her ass to accept me. And that's why I know as a person that's mixed race, because the majority of African Americans we are mixed race. When you acknowledge the truth of your heritage and you do research and you even spend money to find more stuff about yourself, then you see a lot of truth compared to people who live in a facade. Okay? And that's how I know white supremacists when I see them. Okay? I'm not God, know the heart, but I look at your behavior, your talking points, what you stand on, your stances on certain things, and then also analyze the sociology, because I took sociology in possibly in college. I read about racism as well on my own terms, because I'm not going to be a victim. It's not about being paranoid. I am not going to be a victim. Okay? Many are African parents. That's why Nolan, if he did not listen to his mom and dad, whatever, they, the older generation put this fear on us. Okay? Put this fear on us, and that's the real reason why that we have this problem. I'm not saying be naive to hang with white people, not knowing who's racist, because I've been the brother in the room, okay? But I had a prayer and not a curse, but I pray as a weapon. I pray against it and I have faith our works today. As a Catholic, we believe in that. The perfect Catholic, James chapter 2, 24, 26 says, faith through our works is dead. You have to have faith with an actual faith. You just cannot say it. You have faith with works. So that's what I do. And I don't let no, like I said, that's why I don't play the victim. And I stand my ground. I don't want to be a victim. I'm all about, that's why when Black history come out, I do not like hearing about the victimization of our people. I want to hear those who heroic, who went against the system and won, that they try to bury that history, okay? I don't want to hear, I want to hear David Goliath situation. I don't want to hear everybody being in slave role and everybody was scared of massa and they wouldn't be done about it. No, that's not motivating. So that's why I don't have that mentality. That's why if I've been the only token camera skin, multiracial black brother in the room, I wasn't scared. I still watch my back because I know my white ancestors. I know how they are. I know my white cousins how they are. And I go by the signs are there, and I'm not going to let them disrespect me. And I put in, and usually put fear on them because they fear a person who's not afraid of them. Then they fear they won't fear a person that's naive. They're not gonna fear a person who chose himself a nigga. You can claim to be a nigga. To my brothers who say this word, you can call yourself a nigga all you want, and they like that too, because you buying chase because they wanted you to be the nigga. However, you don't have no power. Then you have mentally weak and physical strong. Like you're physically strong, mentally weak. So you can control a mentally weak person. Okay? And they like that. But a mentally strong person like me, they're scared of. And I'm not. Because I don't want no drama. I don't want no drama. I don't want nobody trying to press me, do me dirty like I do my own family, who African descended. Okay? Well, they identify with mixed heritage. Not. I do not talk to them. I don't talk to people who are racist. Okay? Because I'm mixed, down the family tree, and when I did my family tree, I was white cousins out, and I say this: the ones that's not racist, and I mean truly not racist, okay, And they had no problem being where y'all look, and I'm their relative, and they prove it. They prove it. Those are the ones I hang with. The ones who try to gaslight or just straight out rude, that's how I know they're racist. Okay? Because they see my black side as something lower than dirt. And they don't want to see me in the same bracket since we share white heritage. Okay? And that's true, we do. We share white heritage. Regardless of folks like it or not, we do. When I trace my lineage to England and Scotland and France, I was shocked to see that. Okay? So that's part of me. Regardless, people don't see that in my that. I don't give a damn. People fuck they can kiss my mixed ass. It's part of me. Wasn't for that in my geology, I would not be talking to your bitch asses. Okay, whether you like it or not, I'm not here to kiss your ass and make you fucking feel good. There's other dumbass brothers who will do this for you, and I'm this brother here ain't gonna do it for you. Okay, I'm my own person and and I don't care because y'all not relative to me. Okay, so that's why I don't had this fear complexion with white people, fear complexion mindset by white people, and I don't have this, oh, let me go hang with white folks. So, yeah, you heard me say, okay, let's hang with white people because white neighborhoods are mainly safe. Not always safe now, but they mainly safe compared to in the hood. But I stay in my ground in the area. You don't see me trying to hang with every white person I see, okay? I don't know you, right? I stay to myself. And actually, when I was on the street, white folks gave me money without me asking. I didn't ask, I prayed, and they gave me money. It's funny, you had some African people who did give me money, some Asian, Hispanic, but you had those of color who gave me this resentment. And I didn't ask them for no money, but they look at me crazy. They didn't care for me. You had white people, but you had white folks that actually care. That's how I know that not every white person is racist. Okay? Because my question is, where are you, brothers and sisters, giving home people who ain't begging you? Because I beg God for money. I do law of attraction prayers. Okay? So, and I do my law of attraction prayers with God, and that's how I survived on the street. Had to beg nobody for, the cousin from religion, and beg nobody for shit. Okay? Because I feel like this, you don't give me shit. And it was people Africans who gave me stuff, and people Africans, people from Middle East who gave me stuff. But I noticed that it was usually white people on their own terms didn't mind giving you $100, didn't mind giving you a gift card. But Hispanic, African person, Asian, or Eastern, sometimes in Nigerian Africa, look at you a weed, you ain't said nothing to them, and you approach them. They just look at you like you did. I'm like, y'all here to come work for you white people. You don't own a damn thing in this area. I say, y'all here to be y'all cop pickers, straw pickers, and rice pickers. You don't own a damn thing here. Why you acting all bruce? Nigga, you better than me. You go here to work. At least when I had my computer working, I was at Starbucks trying to do my own business. So I can be in the same bracket as him, because that's my goal is to be wealthy. You teach a man how to fish, you don't have to worry about taking care of him. That makes me mad about these homeless organizations. They don't teach that. See, in homeless organizations, they need to be teaching people financial education and make it mandatory. They want some food, money, whatever. I said what I said because teach your ass to get out the street and be on your own. Have a choice, take a real estate style, a business class, read, then go rich. Okay? You teaching a person to get on their own so you don't have to take care of their asses. But y'all want us to be taken care of by a system so we can be controlled. And if you don't want us to be controlled, you just go work for a job in Texas. People pick who they want to hire, which makes it hard for you to get a job. That's why I prefer to work for myself. And when you get a job, they want to treat you like shit. To the point you're trying to control yourself and not retaliating on them. So that's my point, especially by public like me, okay? Because I do have mental disorder due to my situation. So that's the reason why I prefer to be an entrepreneur. And that's one thing that an African community is why we do integrate, like Tina Turner. Many of our people don't support each other. It is not segregation in it bullshit. It's because you don't want to see their brother or sister make it. I said what the fuck I said. Okay, especially a brother. You rather see a brother at the street looking like buckwheat, dirty, than see a brother drive a nice car, but you support your white friend, dude, or even you say you don't like white people, you rather see that brother be in the street and dirty and dusty looking and have a nice home and everything because you're jealous. It ain't about no segregation in it because of Oprah, her corrupt ass can make a bunch of money out of segregation. Bitch, you do the same thing too. You mess with that bullshit. You want us to have no freedom. That's why you want to go back to segregation. You want us to be controlled by somebody. I don't want nobody controlling me. Let me repeat that again. I don't want nobody controlling me. I don't give a fuck who gets offended. Get in your feelings, have a heart attack, have a stroke, and have coma. I don't care. Okay? I don't want no one controlling. I don't care what your race, color, creed, and all that other shit. I want to control my own destiny. So when you sit here trying to block someone, that's why I got Deborah dropped. I'm on the street trying to make my own money on my internet, on the internet, so I can get a hotel, get a place to stay, and continue to do this so I can have a business. This bitch mad about that because she like working for white people. You probably ain't pay good. I bet I see her protest about how Starbucks ain't paying her bitch ass. You chose to work that bitch. You should go find another job. They pay higher. Go Indeed.com, baby. Shit. So my thing is, that's the whole reason why I say that I want my own. I'm tired of people. Always want to run my damn life. I don't like to be under someone's authority and folks get fucking offended. I can care less about them having a heart attack behind it. Okay? Stop looking for excuse to control someone's life. Stop trying to put your own person nearer than someone else's life. And this is about the lesson to be learned about being a token. Like I said, in those who are tokens in the African community, white people or anyone of color who are the token, let me tell you something. Be alert of your surroundings. Stop thinking you're safe. You don't know that person, regardless of what race they are. Always look at you being abused and shit like me, you're gonna always have that feeling, is that person not trustworthy? Because you don't know what their race and color creed is. You don't want to see a day of you being hurt again. So stop thinking you're safe. Not everybody's a friend. And if you're going to be a token to cross that barrier, open an opportunity for those of color like yourself to make it too. Don't be a gatekeeper. But when I see a gatekeeper being a token being like, and even Deborah, she was a token bitch too to white people. And she's Mexican. Do I give a damn about the white folks if they turn against her bitch ass? Now, I'm not talking about Lorenzo, what happened to him, I'm talking about her ass. She need her Afro mestiza nigga wake up call. Okay? I said what the hell I said. She do. She needs it. Which needs to be and that nigga. And that nigga. Talking about Bert Smith. That ain't my brother. I call him the N-word. He ain't my damn brother. He take defending Louis Martinez looking ass bitch. None of when Trump said that he should get rid of the minority diversity players, I'm for it this way. Not for those acting in Hispanic, age, whatever it means, to get a job and get an opportunity. We need it because it was made for white men, pure white men. However, we got tokens who are portraying the white man's behavior of color in a tan. Hell no, you're right. Make them lose it straight against it because they trying to continue with the system while they helping the system being a person of color. They're the puppet, okay? It's for them puppets. And we got puppets out here. They want to portray white supremacist narratives and act anti-black, anti-Hispanic, whatever. But they have color. So they have a right to lose their position. They have a right to be discriminated against. I said what I said. If anybody wants diverse programs to be open when it comes to some token of color doing their work. Until they get rid of their dumb ass, that's what they crying like a bitch about some damn racism. Okay? I'm very harsh, baby. I'm harsh to the team. Yes, I am. Very harsh. And like I said, what happened to Bert Smith and happened to Deborah Monsalvo's big dumb ass motherfuckers, I don't care. If they put white people in their position, they should just get a Hispanic or whatever. Get a white person to do it. Make them get mad. They getting their wake up call. Okay? What they did to me. Right? And before everybody said, we just sitting in Starbucks. When I got money, I bought stuff at Starbucks, especially when the cranberry pie looking things. No, I don't like cranberry, but they pie the cranberry bliss on Christmas time. That was my crack. I bought that shit. Trust me, you can tell me anything about me buying the cranberry. It was expensive, but I bought it in with my own money. Okay, so and I contribute to Starbucks on the stock market in 2019 and 2020. So yes, I'm an investor. Okay, so bitch, as even $5, but at least it was something less than. I at least contribute to this business, so I write to speak on my mind about Starbucks. Okay, when you an investor, you do investments, you have right to speak on any company you put money in. So don't go there with me, bitch. Okay, but let me tell you something. Going back to being a token. See, when you know your heritage, you know your roots, you ain't perfect in your spirituality, but you still pray, you still believe in a higher power. Most likely, these situations are not going to happen to you. And you don't be naive and lose your ground because you must be alert. And let me say this about Mississippi because I have long distance white kinfolks due to my fourth grandmother on my mama's side when I did the ancestry. I don't even want to go near them. They had to prove to me they're not racist. Okay? The white people who in my family tree, my white cousins. If they are not clan type, they're true and they're authentic of them not being racist, then that's the type of white people I want to hang as cousins or relatives. They racist clan motherfuckers undercover of, I'm gonna find out. Trust me, I'm gonna do some rabbit hole. I will find out. And I will be looking at your behavior. Trust me, I'm very discerning. I don't want to fool with you. I've been hurt by those in my own family who are African descent, who share white heritage, and American, and don't even want to claim, but it's in our blood. What makes you think because you might know this white cousin, I'm gonna let you slide? No slide on my end, baby. I don't show no apology out. You don't get on passes on me. Okay? That's how I do it, baby. You know your heritage, you know your roots, you know what you've been through, you're trying to prevent anything that happens because you're trying to be a victim of it. That's why I live the way I do. And folks can kiss my mixed ass. Okay? Don't like it. I'm near 50 years old. We're gonna do the near 50-year-old man. Because I'm not a child no more, baby. I left childhood in 1997. Okay? In August. Okay? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So the point is, once I've been disrespected so many thousand times, I don't give a fuck anymore. When you're 50 years old, you don't give a fuck. Everybody knows your 40 period is you trying to decide how your life will be. You be kicking a lot of people out of your life. Okay? You're not being the naive 20-some-year-old, 30-some-year-old no more. You in your 40s, it's the 40s, and you need to fuck everybody else around you and go on with your life. Fuck their feelings. That's the 40s, right? That's the 40s. Kick everybody out your life who gave you hell, who mistreated you, no matter what their race is and color. You care about their character, the safety of their character, seeing if they're safe to be around you. That's who you hang with. Not those who, and you must discern those who are not doing wrong because you don't know they might have a bad side. Dr. Jacob is the high. Okay? See, I wish I was Nolan Wells' father because I would have told him that. Okay? Guys, what he hang with. Because I don't want my son hang with anybody who harmed him. I don't care what the race is. And trust me, I've been mistreated by every ethnic group on this damn planet. Every racial group, I say. And if I want to be racist, I could hate every fucking human being on this planet. Okay? I don't trust people. I don't. I've been trustworthy before to people, and people backstab me. That's why I'm alone. I'm not afraid to be alone. I don't. I don't. Holidays, I'm cooking alone. Okay. It doesn't. No. Let me tell you something. It's sometimes better to be alone because you're not dealing with bullshit. You're not dealing with fake ass people, backstabbing ass people of every fucking race. Okay. Who looking for some shit to start, people in your business, people trying to run your damn life. That's the reason why I'm the way I am. And I can care less who got offended. They have a right to get offended. Get offended. I don't go business no family, no how I don't. My immediate family did me dirty. Okay? And that's why I told one of my dark-skinned cousins on my mom's side that I met on Ancestry.com who was trying to reach out to her white cousins 10 years ago. And I told the one who married a Hispanic Puerto Rican lady and live in Florida. I told him straight up, I said, I don't care about I live in the hood. I deal with enough fake buzz trying to shoot and rob and third world. What makes you think I want some white thugs coming here with some Confederate flags trying to burn across? That's what I'm saying. I told him straight up. I show both on both sides. I show no favors. I show no favoritism. Okay. So I don't want no white racist cousin knocking at my door, calling me niggas. It's gonna be a problem, okay? Because one day I'm not one of them people say, "Oh, you white? Are you related to me?" And if I do mention that, there's many times they don't want to talk to me. I'm like, "Fuck you! I don't want to be related to you either." Because I'm not kissing ass. You can't kiss ass to people. I learned that when the more you get treated disrespected, you kiss ass, you look stupid to anybody of any race. So that's why I have a problem. Okay? When that white woman didn't want to talk to my ass, ugly, fat bitch. I don't give a damn about her not want to be my cousin. You know, she probably is my cousin, but let me tell you something. I don't want to be talking with her. If I had a get together, she want to come and we were no. The answer is no. I show the same behavior right back to your bitch ass face with mixed pride. Okay, I accept rejection when someone is stupid and evil to me. Okay, because I ain't gonna be the, you know what I'm saying. And I'm glad that she showed herself because, like I say, if I had kept my mouth shut and say I was pretend to be pure black, we're not pure black, and went by her little master's orders, I'd probably be in a situation with Nolan Wells too, because the truth speaks for itself. We are mixed race Black Americans, and when you start mentioning that, some of these white people who racist look at you weird. Even the ones who try to be cool with black folks. Oh, trust me, I catch their ass too. But don't get me started with that. When I mention I'm mixed, okay, but you want to be cuckoo, want to eat soul food, huh? Oh, you offended by that? Get out of my face, you a culture appropriator. Get the fuck out. Because if you were not a culture appropriator trying to be Eminem, okay, male or female, let me tell you something. You would have probably mentioned that I'm mixed white. You would say, oh, maybe cousins and all that stuff. But nah, I'm dirt to you. I'm ugly to you. But you so sweet and smiling. Okay, taking Eminem want to be ass someplace else. Go be Eminem someplace else. Okay, that's how I am. But y'all who identify with pure black and going on with their expectations like a dumbass motherfucker, you don't see the doggone proof to their lies. I see it. Okay, okay. You get them the N word, the nigga pass. Hell, no, we never get that pass. And call me no damn nigga when you disrespect right back in my face. Okay, so that's the point I said. I love me right my damn mouth. Okay, but y'all see that I'm not on that naive. Oh, let me get white people. No, I discern white people a lot. And since I have learned my white heritage, it taught me 10 years ago to discern their behavior 10 times worse than it was when I was younger. It taught me to be aware of their surroundings of them. Not all white people are bad, but the ones who undercoverly are, I can catch you, especially when I mention I'm mixed. And that pisses you off because you don't want to see us in the same bracket as your bitch ass. Because you know that Black American descent people, we are part European and part Native. And then it burns your bubble to hear someone that you see is inferior, because no one's inferior, only God's superior, okay? But you see me as inferior, but having Black heritage, along with Native American, but you know that too. You're going to see here, if I mention the so-called superior white heritage, and then something we share together, even though we don't look alike, you're going to sit here and look at me ugly and treat me like crap, which is cool. And that's why I don't need 27s. Okay? So to those who thought that Zacharias was naive to this, baby, I studied this so I would not be a victim. Okay? I'm not going to hear here and have this little talk. It's hard to be a black man's talking points. First off, I'm a mixed race black man. And any brother in this country, regardless of what your skin tone here, you are a mixed race black man. You're a female, you're a mixed race black woman. We're not no pure Africans. I don't want to hear no dummy down conversation how it survived and how it's hard being cocoa black. We supposed to be a tough race, right? Find solutions. Think like a victor, not as a victim. Okay? And since we are mixed with the indigenous and European, the ones who stole the country and the ones that was here before, besides the Africans that was forced to come here, We have 3 homelands. I don't need to go back to Africa. If I want to, it's my damn business. But I won't tell Zach what he cannot do. Okay? I'm already at home since I have Native American, Choctaw, Cherokee, and other Native American tribes in my blood. So what the fuck? Okay? So that's what I say. All right? So that's what I tell you, being a token, I've been there. But I always perceive I have to be the victim being a token. How to outsmart my enemies. How to go against them and win. That's the mentality I have. Not that over there po me Negro spirit, fake spiritual. I said what I said. Okay? And me, y'all, and that's why I will argue with those who, because you're trying to brainwash me to be the next victim instead of brainwash me to be a victor. Okay, brainwash me to be a victor, a horrific, not horrific, heroic person. Not the scary cat, but you want to chimp out against your brothers and sisters. That's not me, baby. Because I went off on white people too. Okay? Never forget when I was at anything the next year, 2018, and me and Megan Stadium, and we had a new white woman. I never met this bitch in her fat, ugly bitch. She gonna talk to me crazy, and I got ugly. I got ugly. I didn't care if she was supervisor. She gonna talk. Was glad I couldn't stand that bitch. This is not. I told you, this is not 18, 19, 1918. This is 2018. I did say that. Then she knew I was talking about she a racist. So why is she over here talking to me crazy? And it was a stud sister girl. If y'all know me, if y'all know what I'm talking like for real, her, I don't want to say her name, but one day I will. Her ass was trying to come in defense. She like for, I kid you not, the stud lesbian life for real. I kid you not. She dressed nice with men clothes. Man, if she was cool, me and that sister be going to the men's department. You know how y'all females get the gay who are just like women. Y'all go, well, if that sister was a true sister, not no coon, trying to look like a boy, okay? Me and her will go to the men's department together and try on clothes and everything. Come on. She was like, get some a doctor pants, right? Khaki shoes, khaki pants, dress shoes. That's right. Would this do this look? I look handsome. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even though she a female, I don't mind. Shoot, me and her go to the men's department and Macy's, okay? But sister gal dressed like a boy, look like Pharrell. I'm not lying. She do look like Pharrell. Well, she gonna defend the white. I said, I been damn. Then when I left, then she got screwed. I heard she got screwed by the white people. And me and the maid, and the white man, her Italian man took a damn job. I don't feel sorry for that fake ass sister gal. Shit. Look like real with a fade and everything. I kid you not, I'm not lying. People did not know she was a man or woman. She's a woman. And she won the head manager. She looked like Pharrell. Cause I'm happy. Okay? This old big old fat white racist woman gonna talk to me crazy. I let her know that I am not in no 80s because Trump in president. You're not gonna talk to me crazy. And I'm lucky because you want us cussing at the place we in trouble, cussing at the sport a bit. But you're not gonna talk to me like I'm a slave on a plantation. I don't give a damn. Okay? You're not gonna talk to me like a slave. I'm not your nigga on a plantation. And I ain't no anti-white. I got white in me. African American, French, Spanish, Creole, Italian. I had Scottish community. My big mama ancestry child 23, but it's just 2018. English, Irish, English, Irish, Native American. Yeah, thank you. French, Creole, Spanish, Creole. Thank you. I got that in my blood. Identify as mixed. Even I put it on paper. Two races more other too as well. So thank you. They see that on my license, secure license. They saw. Thank you, because I don't lie about my mixed heritage. I put it on paper. Other two races. Thank you. Check the Hispanic bias, the Spanish. You're not gonna sit here and try to use that art about me hating on white people because it wasn't for that dick in the family that was white and it wasn't for that pussy in my family white. My family would not be here. We're not just African, we European and Native. This camera skin reflect my mixed heritage, but I'm very proud that I'm not pale or dark chocolate. Okay, I'm glad I'm camera skin. I'm glad I had in between complexion between a European, pale European, and a dark chocolate African. Okay, and I have dishes. The dishes had the skin tone too. Something had the skin tone too as well. And not all, but some was darker, brown tone like me. But the point is, it reflects my mixed heritage. Can't you tell me I'm not mixed? Okay? Crazy, ugly, bitch, playing nonsense, bitch. Okay, I said what the fuck I said. Talk to me crazy. I don't forget that I did act, I got ratchet. I don't know what I said. She out here talking to me crazy. Yeah, racist, old white racist bitch. Okay? Alright? I said what the fuck I said. And I got white in me too. My fucker was what her pussy is made my mama, okay? And my grandma on my mama's side, her daddy, her dad. And his dad, thank you. Because Sam Cos came from a white woman, okay? And he was mixed with black. His dad passed white. That's my third grade. So you don't know me. But you're going to try to play that slave plantation. It's funny you have a bunch of fake ass brothers and sisters that not have my back. Okay? It's funny y'all proud to be black, as you say you are. You not. Because you would not be letting nobody disrespect your bitch ass. Making excuses, getting mad at the person who refused to be the victim, and don't get mad about them in their mix, because we not no pure Africans. That's the truth. We are mixed. Period. Okay? And the Africans, slave owners, they the one caused they were a part of the slave trade. They're no different than white slave traders. They sold our African ancestors to our white ancestors, and they still practice slavery to this motherfucking day in Africa. And some of you after that come on here, the immigrants, disrespect us. Not all, they talk to us like crazy. So the Nigerian Igbo tribe, not all, but me and them, I get more proud with their asses. Okay? And for any Hispanic talking about being xenophobic and shit, I told Africa that too last year. African man talking me crazy. I'm asking what time it is. I'm not asking for money, and I said that's why I vote for that orange guy. Because stuff like this, retire being disrespectful. You in my country. I said, I'm not a fool African. I have Native American white. This is my country. You have no Native American you. I do. Cherokee, my fifth finger. So therefore, so right there, you cannot. Thank you. You gave my answer. Your folks gave my answer to my white answer. That's how they get mixed with different races later on. And thank you. So I'm mixed. Okay, I'm not a pure African, and I'm gonna pretend to be pure African to please your bitch ass. But you mad at me and think I'm lazy because I'm on the street. You don't know there's someone put voodoo on me. Dumbass motherfucker. Lucky I don't do voodoo like I did when I was 9, 10, 11 years old. Because I would probably put a spell on your bitch ass, made your ass homeless. But thank God I didn't do that. Shoot, I'm telling you, people are so stupid. You don't judge me by its cover. I'm not on no drugs or anything. Never done drugs in my life. So that's all I gotta say. But it just gets on my nerves that y'all want to sit here and talk about that token black. But I've been the token mixed race. Don't go by one drop rule. Black. And it's funny when you mix with white folks, some of them who are racist, say they're not, look at you crazy. Which is cool because I would like to distance myself those who don't accept me for who I really am, not what their perception of me is. So that's why. But not all white people are bad, okay? Because good white people who would help me out. It's the racist ones, and I'm not scared. I taught myself to never like that white dude at the business in the area I was, and I'm gonna do a story about that in year soon. But I'm not ready to tell every detail of it. I let that little white dude know. I wasn't scared of him. I even told him back in November 2023, he tried to call laws on me when I was sick. And I was purchasing orange juice and used restroom and had to go change. You gonna take the call laws on me and make a false report on me? I said, okay, but I said, oh, excuse me, I get a law and people in trouble, and I did. Because on my FBI report, I did put the HPD involved in case someone want to lose their badge for official oppression. Then they did see the second time, he called out, but I told everybody he got Skype. Yeah, anytime someone make a false report, you tell the FBI on the ass. That's a crime. I'm letting somebody trying to harass people in the parking lot and your ass trying to get me arrested. The dark skinned brother that threatened me and my homegirl, you're trying to make a false report, and I'm assuming you selling dope to that nigga. Not to the N word. Yeah, the dude that threatened the 7-year-old, 71 been trying to threaten my homegirl that worked there, the one of the managers that worked. I kid you not, he was harassing people, and I called laws. The laws, Hispanic women that worked there, they liked me. They liked the way I gave information. White guy was mad, and that's the reason why he started talking to me crazy. He threatened, you go get trust. I said, I'm not trust. I'm taking on medication, and also when you use the restroom. So they were trying to him, and then the white was trying. But I didn't play victim, baby. I told the feds and corporation on their ass. And they missed, and when I came back in the area, baby, he was gone. He was gone. The bald head motherfucker You better read your Proverbs 9:7-9. Whatever your pastor told you, and from South Carolina, where Bob Jones University is, I don't care how many Hispanic ladies you fuck. Okay, I know you married to Hispanic, and she got Hispanic and black. Your 2 kids are mixed with African mestizo. Okay, because she African mestizo. Your daughter and your damn son, and the son kind of look like your ex. Because you white dude. Let me tell you something, bro. That job gonna be gone. I'm the male version of Dr. Candace Matthews. Shout out to her. I always read everything she does. But we both 79 kids. Okay, she 1 month older than me. Let me tell you something, baby. You won't be working that job no more. Trust me, because I know how to get you out on the ethical way. Okay? And yes, FBI report been sent about your ass too. Because I don't play no damn fucking victim. Okay? I don't play the victim card. Okay? And any officer trying to fuck with me, let me tell you something, they'll be committing suicide. Like they men do. The ones who are not mistreating people, I'm not talking about the ones who are corrupt. Because your conscience will eat your ass alive. You abuse your power, you will have an ugly conscience. And lie them drop like flies, take their own lives. Because they know they hurt someone's life and mess with a match. You got to see that every day. Try to dope yourself, drink yourself up, trying to hide it. But behind, because we laughing with your friends about it, behind that dog in the bathroom or the closet, you're crying like a bitch. Because you know you hurt someone in your power. And they ain't nothing to walk around and feel good about. So, therefore, remember, I'm the one that helped your bitch ass in the doggone hurricane when I was homeless. That white dude with some frizzy, nappy ass hair, okay, his ass left. Like, damn, if I had straight hair, I'd put some gel. Y'all, that hair was so damn frizzy. It looked like, them dolls that they don't get combed. You don't put no oil, no grease. They white people wear grease too, but they'll put no product in their hair. That it don't like Pantene hair. I kid you not. That dude hair is so damn fucking ass frizzy. He like just came out of Woodstock. Trying to talk down somebody like, dude, I'm gonna be your fucking ass father. I was in high school, your bitch ass was born. And guess what? And talking about me, excuse me, you have no fucking diploma. I have 2 more years when I pay the school back to go get my damn bachelor's. Never judge a book by its cover. Not to his ass. I said, I ain't gonna be no white man's nigga. If I get banned, let me tell you, bitch, your ass gonna lose your doggone job. And guess what? They have to move your bitch ass to Kingwood. Y'all better start practicing that Bible verse in Proverbs 9:7-9 if you think you're holding iron, okay? All right? But trust me, we're gonna be doing a video about that. I'm gonna do a video, and I'm gonna later on expose the business, but I'm gonna do it in a sneaky way without mentioning the business name. Stop messing with Zach. Leave Zach alone. And I was helping the company out when I was snitching on that brother harassing people who threatened to kill people in the past. Okay? The dark-skinned old man who been in and out of jail. That nigga. Okay? That was somebody who buying to stitch out. I ain't the one. That's why the cops had no problem talking to me. But your ass is not like the fact I outsmart your ass. Yeah, why you didn't call 45? Because I was making my soap on the sidewalk. I thank you. I don't have time to leave my shit and go tell you what's going on. Dude gonna try to do something to me. So therefore, when that man been banned many times, he still come on the property. His dumb ass. He about 1 year older than my daddy, and he ready to kill me and stuff. He ready to kill my homegirl. Baby, I put it back in Easter that year. I'm hold it, baby. I put my knife. He knocked my back down. Baby, I had my knife ready for his ass. The nigga that tried to do it. And I said, "Do you try to kill who? You trying to kill who?" And the police was on my side when me and my homegirl, his co-worker, called laws because they liked me because I always help out the community. Okay, because I was homeless and safe there. I want to be safe there on the street. You know what I'm saying? Well, why would I be a criminal in an area? You know what I'm saying? Like that's stupid. But little trade trash motherfucker didn't like that. But trade trash motherfucker did not know that I told the feds on his ass. And he was shocked that I did that. I did. And I did the FBI against the manager too. So y'all better stop looking at color and look at them verses in Proverbs 9:7-9. You don't crack a man, he corrects you earn insult. Okay? And I was there not to do any crime or do anything wrong there. Okay, I contribute to the real. I have a right to talk about that story because when my food stamps and my cash money, and before I even hit the streets, I contribute to that story. Okay? Actually, I did. That is stocks on Wow. Oh, sorry. What was it? That is stocks in that company. I did. Yeah, I did stocks on there too. Yeah. On one of the apps I belong to. I shut down my financial business. But yes, I do stocks online. Truth of the matter is, okay, I invested in that company he worked at. Whoop, see, you ain't not know about me. Thought I was some ignorant niggas on Kush. I'm not him. Okay? You better to read those Bible verses of Proverbs 9:7-9 concerning Zach. Because you're not God, your authority is not God, your badge not God, your authority, your role is not God, and you not God. And I know you don't believe in God, but you believe in when after that aftermath what you did to me, and I told corporation what you did. And I remember I was on the bus and I was staying in the navigation center, and I was visiting the area. You looked scared like a little bitch, because I told the head corporation on you, and I told the feds on your ass. Okay. Okay, so little 30-year-old idiot that's out there in Kingswood that was, let me tell you something, idiot. You better start believing somebody higher than us. Okay, tell the truth, because baby, only the Lord can check me. That's one thing I made a declaration with him. Know him being, because people are unethical and unequal with their judgment, and they want to be abusive in authority, and they use me as a punch bag. I only want the Lord to correct me. Know him being. Romans 10, 2021. I found those people who asked me, all I know him being on this planet of any race correcting me, including my own family. And I like the fact when they get hurt behind it. They lost their power of me. That's beautiful. So I do the same thing with police officers. I have got police officers out there on jobs. I got people out there because I don't play with people taking advantage of me, regardless of what their race is. Okay?